Hello? I should really test if everything is working before I go live, but I'm putting the faith in it. Hello, Canna. I will record. There we go. Okay. I think everything's ready. Hello, Bobasti. This place. This place. This horrible place. I've decided I want to have fun, and I don't care about this anymore. This horrible place that I never get to come back to, that I never get to draw from ever again. I never get to get the Rosetta Stone as early as this ever again. I don't care anymore. Hello, Ultimate Gamer. Draw only whatever that means. You're the first one in Twitch, but you're not the first one in YouTube. Hello, William. I'll be here for now. So, the Rosetta Stone. I can't get it. I've tried. I did it last night. It failed every single time. I don't care anymore. I'm bored of it. This draw point, Thunderger, I got 6. That's the highest I can get. I don't know why. I can't get 7 or 8. No matter how many different RNG manipulations I try, I can't get more than 6. I don't know why. I'm sick of trying. I'm bored of it. We're moving on. Hello, Nikaboko. Hello, Anonymous. Because I was at this last night for far too long, and I've got a long-ass recording of me just drawing 5 and 4s and 6s over and over. I'm just tired of it. And I got like 1,000,000 potions from the guy who gives you a Rosetta Stone. He wouldn't give me anything else, and I'm sick of him. So screw it. We move on, and we accept what's happened. I'm 2 Thundergers short. And 1 Rosetta Stone short. But I don't care. Let's just have fun again. Hey, look at all the Mumbas. I feel the fact there's no soft reset in remaster is the problem. The closest thing to a soft reset is just going to the menu and going to exit, which I don't think was a thing on PS1. It'd be so funny if it was like, yo, catch. And he threw him the sword, but he was so out of it because of the injury. He just, like, the sword just took his finger off or something. That's hard reset. So it doesn't act the same. Oh, none? Thank you. If you would shut up, I'd be able to see the menu. The shortcuts don't really impact me that hard because I can speed up and turn off encounters. So, we're fine. Hi everybody. Good morning. The Rosetta Stone guy, I'm guessing you need to have done earlier card game manipulation. Apparently there's a way to do it without needing any prior manipulations, as long as you really know what you're doing. And I followed it to the letter multiple times, and it never works. So I don't want to try anymore. I like Mumbas. I wish they could have become a thing. They were a weapon in 10. That's probably the best we're going to get. Laguna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hello, Chub Master Chan. How would you only remember these things when they become necessary? If I was falling asleep and having vivid dreams of being someone completely different, I'd remember everything about it. It must be the GFs. I remember this bit. You have to like press the button like 2 or 3 times and you just wouldn't realize it. I'm concerned for the upcoming fights because after this boss, the next 3 don't have offensive spells. All I can think of to do is go back to that draw point, draw again, and discard all but 2. And then I'll have the maximum of 8, and I just won't have recorded it. Or maybe I'll keep a save file and keep trying to record the 8. I don't know what else to say. Because if I could be trying it, and I could be sat here for an hour. The missile base boss, oil boils, and then the missile base boss again. I see what you mean. Hello, JP. Thank you for the good look. I like how school had to spell it out for them. There's a door over there, and they're like, and? I mean, and. Have a goddamn look. It might not be underground. This might just be the sand room. The room where they keep all the sand. Right, I'm going to turn off speed up, and I'm going to see if I can run away from this fight. Because I might not have been prepared for this. I forgot it was so soon. Let's see if I can run away. I think I'm prepared though, because I did a boss fight with Zell, right? Wow. We are not prepared for this fight. They have the same thing, right? Yeah. If I can get away from that fight, I should probably do it. We had to use zombie, yeah. That was mandatory, and if this one's not mandatory, if we can get away, then the idea should be to not do this fight. A bloody screen? Yeah, chicken was strats. Chicken was strats indeed. Thank you, Judge Annabelle. Hi, Carrie. I didn't necessarily hesitate. I just held the wrong direction, I guess. Because it's not obvious which direction to hold to run a certain way in this dungeon for some reason. Prison. Like, that's left. That's down. It's like up goes up left. You know what I mean? Like if I wanted to go, if I press up left, I actually go directly left. It's just bizarre, isn't it? Plus, I'm used to running around the opposite way. I got food poisoning, so it's a challenge run backseating time. Just kidding, I don't know enough about FFA. That's fine, I hope the food poisoning goes away as soon as possible. So I guess we'll have a shortcut on the absolute lowest floor. The absolute middle floor. And the top floor. Maybe. Don't know if that's necessary. Oh, wait. I did get the Thundergood draw point in this save. If I get a chance to go back to it, maybe it'll be a better result. Guess we'll find out. I get to go back to floor 11, right? Holding up left might move you left in the next it goes somewhere else. It's infuriating. Yeah. Bizarre, isn't it? Squall smells suspiciously like Laguna. I wonder why. Hello, Krieger von Clapper. Hello, Nep Nep. Good night, it's 10:40. That means we have a 11-hour difference. Thanks for following. Right. All we gotta do is be quick. Aren't we a bit early? This is the time I usually start streams in the morning. 10 minutes ago. 9:30 for me. Yeah, I thought so, Carrie. Hello, Carlo. How goes the draws? Somewhat okay. It's just trying to get the directions right on this. Oh, see? I left speed up on like an idiot. Complete moron over here. Hi, Jai. I remember to turn that off before we get there. I think I started at 10 o'clock my time before. It was 1 guy instead of 2, so there must be a bit of RNG to that as well. I'm going to practice running around. So if I'm here, what direction do I want to hold? It is down and right. If I hold down right, I go straight this way. But with the D-pad. So down right, then down left. That's probably the fastest way I'm going to be able to get through there then. Down right, down left, and then just left. Right. Start down right. Even though that sounds and looks wrong. You're born in 2008, you're 18. Crazy. Squash, are you alright? They do look a bit like Digimon, don't they? New to the channel, but gonna ask, have you played the new FF7 trilogy? Do you mean the remake? I completed Remake, and then I played Rebirth and got really bored, so I stopped. So, I don't anticipate me playing the 3rd game. My wife might play Rebirth, because she finished Remake as well, and she likes open world more than I do. Which is to say, if you like open world a little tiny bit, you like open world more than I do. I got really bored. The moment I realized I was playing a Ubisoft game, I was out. I wasn't even a big fan of Remake, I was just sort of like getting through it to get through it. But no. Everything I enjoy about Final Fantasy from 1 all the way up until 10 simply just wasn't present in Remake or Rebirth, so... You can start running, like... That's good enough, right? Yeah. Look at Mustache there, just got his freaking hamstrings sliced into. And then Zell, his immediate reaction to thank Squall is to just drop to his knees. You guys make your own conclusions on this one, I think. Let go. Oh, God. Haven't we all been there? It depends which person you're talking about. I've never been in Zell's position. I wanted to see Squall actually do that jump. Because he jumped from one floor above down to this one. And it must have been quite the jump. I wonder what floor we're on. I'll speed this up. All the way from the bottom of the prison. That's true, unless he ran back to the crane. God, I don't know. It makes no sense, does it? And also, Quistis and Selphie ran from the upstairs, from the upper platform. They came downstairs from the floor above. So they somehow got back above Zell's floor. And the only explanation for that is that they took the crane. Otherwise they would have passed him. So maybe Zell operated the crane. We went down on the crane. And the crane was still powered up. So that we were able to get back up again. And then Squall jumped out the crane. That's my headcanon. I'm stuck with Rhino here. Obviously, she's got good magic and good attack, so that's fine. I think our next best magic user is still Selphie. And I think this is the party that has to fight the boss, if memory serves. So this is the 3 I should be sticking with, really. Junction Exchange. I need to get Zell's off of him and onto, I guess, Rinoa for the time being. I think Quistis and Irvine don't have any junctions at all, but I will double check. Oh, Squall's not got any. Quistis does, right. There we go. A bunch of random battles. None of them are mandatory, I would hope. Darkness, thank you for your 35 watch streak. That's crazy. Does it do that for everybody, or is it just because you're the only one with a streak? FF8 was my favourite all anyways, even though some of the mechanics are controversial. You called Squall Squash and Manoa Rhino. Yeah. I would say we did that. As a collective. Me and the YouTube and Twitch audience did that. I'm the only one on Twitch. Oh. You mean like right now, or the only one who's got the watch streak on Twitch? Anyway, you need Magic Junction, obviously. And that's because you've got 4 of them. I keep forgetting who's got Magic Junction. Obviously more than one of these do, because she doesn't lose Magic Junction with either one that I remove. Oh, the magic goes down when I do that because Dentist had magic percent buff. So it must be Dentist and Chef. No, it's Quetzalcoatl and Dentist. No, she still keeps Magic Junction, she just loses percentages, so it must be 3 of them. No, I'm wrong. You done lost it. What magics can you draw from this boss? I have a whole lot of magic on you. 19, 22. I think Rinoa's magic can go higher if I give her all the buffs, because obviously hers is the highest base magic. A dude and 2 robots. The dude has offensive magic, the others have haste and slow. Okay. The GF names are also the consequence of collective shenanigans too, yes. The food seems to... the theme seems to be food. To a degree. I should have called him iFritter, or just Fritter. Now that I think about it. Sirloin, brunch, dentist, carbonara. They can be affected by snow, so we're going to be slowing them, and we're going to be hasting us, and we're going to be using whatever offensive magic. I think the guard in the middle has Meltdown, but if memory serves, Meltdown just reduces their vitality. So unless we can also use Berserk, there's no point doing that, because you'll never get the attack in anyway. Oh, he doesn't have Meltdown. Where did I think that then? Maybe if he's a higher level, he has Meltdown? I could have sworn that someone in that fight gets Meltdown. Maybe if you level up enough, they do. Oh, it reduces Spirit to 0. So that would actually be useful if I could ever use it. Anyway, who's got the magic buff? So you've got a double magic buff. So whoever has you equipped is going to have the most magic anyway. So you should probably be Rinoa. Despite the status being called Vit 0, it does both. That's interesting. You're all about the vitality buffs. And some spirit buff. Your strength all the way. So we've got a magic 20% on you. Magic junction. Magic percent on you as well. And ability 3. So if I had 3 ability and Quizzicoatl, I could have the 40% and 20% magic as well as something else. Don't know what that would be. Maybe a vitality buff. Well, I'm not going to need strength, of course, but the HP would be nice. It'd be nice if I could get triple vitality junctions just for the defense. Is that a thing? Can I do that? Am I in a position? Nearly. 1. God. It is literally just 2 of them. Wait, don't I have 2 people with Vitality Junction? Am I crazy? In Neptor? Yeah, it is just the 2. It's Carnbuckle and Shiva. So until Quizzicoatl learns Vitality Junction, I don't get 3. Okay, you got a lot. Maybe I'll give the Curagus to Rinoa and see if she can make any use of them. Maybe, I guess I should give a lot of these to Rinoa. Anything that might be semi-useful. Alright, the drains helped our magic a bit. Maybe I'll go into the boss like this and we'll just see what happens. I'll heal before I get there. We're on floor 9, so I think I do have another shot at that Thunderga draw point. The save point is on floor 10, isn't it? That's just a dude. Hello, Malpar. Thank you for the good luck. Right, we have a save point here. I'm going to attempt that Thunderga again. Maybe things have changed. Oh, please. I think I've just got to deal with it. 7's like the highest I've ever got from this thing. I think we just have to live with that one. That's every draw point in the prison. I think there might be a... Is there an arrow draw point somewhere? Still. Yes, there is. It's outside the D District prison, which I believe you don't get until you fight the boss. How come we're going downstairs when the other party literally just went upstairs? We could just follow them. Thanks for my cottage. And my rename card. Does that mean I can rename a GF whenever I want? They should totally have put a draw point in here. I think there's a save point up here. Yep. Right, let me just make sure they've got all their abilities. Okay, so Rinoa's the only one who doesn't have magic plus 40%, but she's got the 20%. And if I can draw cast, it's not that big a deal. You should replace that with it doesn't matter because these are useless. But move find is also useless in fights, so whatever. Oh wow, that save point actually required move find. Huh. I never knew. No other game in the series would dare hide save points. Right, I think it is literally just walk into the next screen and we have a boss fight. Get ready, I suppose. So the dude in the middle has offensive magic. The other robots have, like, speed buffs. Let's get him slowed. That missed. That failed. Huh. It doesn't seem to be working. Maybe he can be slowed. The dude. You have 10% slow resistance, you're getting unlucky. God, really? He's been slowed. There we go. Did he just cast an aura on him? What does that even do for the enemies? Do more damage with it. I don't know for sure. Oh, the shell, though. Does Thunder do more damage to these because of a whole they are a machine thing? Hey, Zodiac. Oh, JDRM. They have to spell it only level 20. Typical. They are weak to thunder. Good to know. I found out, by the way, Canna. For sure I found out. If you do draw cast magic, offensive magic, at a party member who has reflect, the damage variance is removed. So if an enemy can have reflect draw casted, as well as offensive magic, that's the way forward. I was there. Yeah, but I mean, like, I went into Discord and 100% confirmed it with the speedrunners. Like, I asked the question, because that stream prompted me to ask it, because I was like, wait a minute. Is this actually true, or was I just lucky 7 times in a row? It is pretty wild, and I'm not complaining, because that's content. What were you lucky about? I didn't pay attention. Manoa, don't die. They don't have cure. We're just going to have to allow Angelo. One down. Oh, crap. So, it turns out that guard has piss poor HP. Because I'm pretty sure that's the first hit I've even landed on him. Oh no, Angelo hit him as well. No, if Angelo does things, then he does things. I can't control it. That was very bad. That was reset. Because I now can't... Well, I can damage this guy, but I don't... I wouldn't have to if that guard was still alive. And the whole reason that guard died is because he became the default target after the first robot died. Which means I need to not be so hasty with my targeting. Sometimes I'm glad these things happen. I don't know what I was talking about, I'll be honest. I might have said I was lucky about something. Maybe we'll finally get to see what his aura actually does. Yeah. He got aura'd and then did nothing and then it ran out. It was weird. What would aura do for the enemies in this case? What's their crisis level going to help them do? Are you in Scotland? No, I am not. I am in England. Missed. Micro missiles hurt, I believe. I think that's percentage damage. I think it does half. Hello, Luna. Did that slow land? Think the slow landed? Alright, how many thunders did it take? Oh, was it a quarter? I thought it was half. Or was it 3/4? I wasn't. My health's quite low, and I must have had like 500 to 600 and something, so I can only assume that was like a big percentage. I don't know. So I need to make sure he doesn't die before I cast the next thunder. You know? I don't want him to default on the guard. Micro missiles half. That's what I suspected. I just have to be careful with successive casts. Hello, pastry. Efficiency. I think it's bizarre that if you're highlighting an enemy to cast a spell or whatever, and the ATB bars still go. So he can use Meltdown, you just can't draw it from it. Okay. I don't know why I thought you could draw it. No idea why I thought that. Now it literally can just be spam thunders. Triple damage, it seems. Oh, the aura. Yeah, we should be good. Now that one's dead, there's not really any chance of making a mistake. Squall might die, but eh. Well, the haste wore off, though. Did that do 14 damage? Yeah, for some reason I had the image in my head that you could draw Meltdown from him. I'm not entirely sure why I thought that. I just Mandela'd it because he uses Meltdown, so it made me think that maybe you could draw it, and sounds like you can't. Weird. You can't aura farm this guy. Afraid not. Inner meltdown. I wonder how it decides to do unique camera angles. It seems to be a bit of an RNG thing, but I'm just curious. Will everybody survive this fight? Excuse me. Yay! Your turn. Oh, this guy's so slow. I know I slowed him, but like, his last turn was last year. Well, we know you've not got a lot of HP. Yeah. Hello, Sumlost Gamer. I am doing well. How are you doing? Hello, Billy. Any interest in doing Chrono Cross? I need to play the game casually first. To be honest. Honestly, though, if you want Chrono Cross challenges, there's a channel that already do that. Quite regularly. It's Tantacles. Spelt the same as tentacles, but with an A instead of an E for the second letter. You don't know them. They'd constantly play in Chrono Cross. I need to play Chrono Trigger as well. I played it a long time ago, and I never finished it. Don't die in the cutscene. I forgot you could do that. I've never done it. In my entire life, I've never died there, because it's just hold a direction and you're fine. Can I go back and save? I can, but there are random encounters. Sorry, Squall. Right, a very efficient fight. I've been on a PS1 RPG kick. There are some PS1 RPGs I've never played that I would like to play. Xenogears, I think, is an example of one. I feel like I've not got patience anymore, because if the game doesn't have like a ×3 speed mode, then I just sort of like lose patience. For the older games, because they're slower, especially the RPGs. How does Squall always find himself behind? How does this keep happening? Now, what button do you press? Is it right or left? I forgot what side of the bridge he's hanging on. Right. I mean, he moves pretty quick. And he goes right through the light. And then just disappears. And is fine. Especially for 0 HP, you're right. This, draw point's going to be interesting because, well, it's a good thing I saved the game when I did, I guess, because if I want to farm this draw point for the maximum number of, or save scum this draw point for the maximum number, which I believe is 8. Yes. I've got to go, that's the save point I've got to go back to. Which means I've got to do that again. I think we ride that one out. I think we can deal with 7. I have not played Suikoden, but I don't think I'm going to be into Suikoden. Because I don't like games where you have to, like, recruit characters. I want my characters in my video games to be characters. I don't want them to be just random, no name, no face. Insert mage here, insert archer here, insert whatever here. And I feel like that's what the old school Suikoden games are. Because the back of the box is all like, 100 playable characters. And I'm just like, yeah, but like, how many of them are actually characters? 1? 2? No. Can't be arsed with it. I also hate permadeath. I don't know if Suikoden has permadeath, but I hate it. Like, I feel like permadeath should be reserved. For, like, challenge runs. In 5, all of them are. All of them are what? Treat me like a 5-year-old on this one, because I've not played any Suikoden game in the mainline series. Chrono Cross has that problem. It has 42 characters. I never knew. I don't think Suikoden has permadeath, but in that case, I guess you hate Fire Emblem. Not a big fan of Fire Emblem either, no. All of them are actual characters. How many playable characters in 5 are there? Right, this is the party that's going to the garden. Hello, Ventru. Now, it stands to reason that I should take Rinoa with me because magic user here and magic user there. 3 is completely different from the first 2. All of them have 108 recruitable characters, but not all of them are battle participants. I just don't understand how it all works, and I'm not sure if I'd be into it. No, misty-eyed. Octopath Traveler. I played a demo, and not really into that either. I am interested in the Elliot game. What's it called? The Trials of Elliot or whatever? Or Adventures of Elliot? That looks interesting, but it doesn't half look expensive. Like, what, £55 for what it is? I'm going to wait for a sale on that one. I've played only one of the Trails of Cold Steel games, and I think it might have been the first one. And I only played it for a bit. That's why I played Trails in the Sky, because I'm sort of like starting at the beginning, I guess. But it's going to take me my entire lifetime to get through that franchise at this rate. There's too many things to play. Not enough time to play it. Right, Rinoa's got to come with us. Magic here, magic there. The others... not so sure. If you think about it, Selphie's party only has one boss fight. Which is the tank. I kind of wish I could swap Selphie and Rinoa, but no choice. But what a boss fight it is, yeah. You get bonus dialogue if you send Quistis to the base. And you get a bonus cutscene if Rinoa goes with Squall. One of my big problems with 6 is the huge cast of characters. Whereas I think that's true, a lot of them are optional, and if you just ignore the optional ones, then the characters that you do meet as part of the story are developed enough, I feel. So you can ignore optional characters and still get like a decent story out of the game. There are 14 characters, but how many of them are actually mandatory? Like 8? 10 maybe? You could ignore Shadow. You could ignore Gogo and Umaru, and I think you can even ignore Mog. Can't think if there's more. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if this really makes a huge difference who I bring here. I'm thinking I don't bring Irvine because my average level on one party will be increased with a 13 and an 11. So if I take either Quistis or Zell. Kind of my thinking there. And I assume the tank has no... Oil Boys might have confused strats, so it makes sense to bring a physical attacker. And I've got Squall and Manoa, which are the strongest physical attackers in the game so far. I guess Zell would be a third place for that. But then again, I think I've got an actual weapon I can make for Quistis. Kind of hard to really decide, isn't it? And again, the attack difference between Zell and Quistis are going to be so small anyway. And Zell's probably got the highest default strength out of the two, so we'll do that, I think. I think that looks good, right? Sure, why not? Sooner blind. Oh, who has those? Oh, the Oil Boys. I can blind them, confuse my attackers, and pray. Oh, they're immune to blind. Hilarious. Where is my avatar? If you have subscribed, it should be on screen with the speech bubble that says, "Where is my avatar?" I'm surprised Irvine's going with this. This might be like the only time you ever get to this screen as well. I don't know if you can ever return to like this bit, this train station screen. I always thought that was interesting, that there are some screens you just never go back to. I never noticed those soldiers over there. Huh. Later sport. Calls him sport. I'm now Selphie. Now, no more additional draw points become available until the garden becomes mobile. You know what? Something I never actually checked is... Yeah, I was thinking, like, if you can get Angelo's Search, but I don't think you learn Angelo's Search for ages. Right. There are draw points on the missile base, of course, yes. Let me just mark the prisoners done. One, two, three. There are only 3 draw points inside the missile base. One of them is hidden and has a full life. And there's a rich Blizzerer. So I could get 15 Blizzerers, 15 blinds, and 8 full lives. That's kind of what I've got to be aiming for then. Right. Get everything off you. And you. Wrong way. There we go. Selphie needs all the magic. I am curious, who's got higher magic? Like by default, Selphie or the higher level Irvine? He starts with 10. Okay, she's got 16, but she's got the percent buffs. If I take those off. 14. goes to 10. So they have the same starting, even though she's lower level. So argument could be made that he should be the magic caster because he's got the most HP and he'd survive the longest. You're the best magic user because you've got the percent buffs. So there's no way to heal in this tank fight either. Gonna be very interesting. Let me just take everything off here. I don't want to start again, you know. You need that for sure. I could give you an even bigger HP buff with that. And if you had Dentist, you'd have ×3 abilities, so you could have magic and HP. That would make you the ultimate survivor, I guess. You can heal when the soldiers come out. Okay. Do the soldiers have offensive magic as well? By any chance? Which do you prefer, Nathan? Junction or Materia? I guess Materia just because it's less abusable until the late game. They have offensive magic. So once you get the tank out of the way, we're golden. I think I'm going to build Irvine quite a bit here then. They're the main three I'm thinking because HP, magic. Dental plan. We've got a dental plan. He takes all the magic from you. No, wait. From you. Take it from everybody for the time being. Yep. Current party level. The average 8, 8, and 13, so we're probably averaging out at about 10, 11 area. Right, big HP and 22 magic. Kind of crazy that Confuse is the thing that gives us the most magic. How many Confuses do I even have? 15 Confuses is a bigger magic buff than all these. I wonder if, like, status magic is the biggest buff for the magic stat, then. Kind of just guessing on that one. It seems more like that level 2 magic actually would be the bigger buff because Thunderer goes all the way to 17 with only 7 Thunderers. I just don't have that many of them. Thunder goes 19 with 7. He has 6,000 HP. Holy hell. And I have to do all the damage with my actual spells. I've got Berserks. But I didn't really bring any attackers with me. Something tells me I need to keep the save point that I've got. And just in case I need to change my mind of what I've done. He's obviously going to be very weak to lightning, right? So Thundergers. Then again, he's weak to water as well, isn't he? So I've got Thunderger and water for the biggest damage. But it might take all my Thundergers, Waters, and Thunderers, and made by one Thunder just to get through. Okay. Let's rearrange. Where's my water? Oh, it's already on the page 1. Duh. Right. That's my page 1. Thunder, Thunderer, Thundergur, and Water. That's the most damage I'm going to get with my own stocked magic, I guess. Protects might come in really handy. Do I have any shells? Yeah, I got 16. He uses that mana blast thing, right? I'm going to put the protects on Belfie. Let's give Quistis the shell. They can both aid with that. In case I need to use haste, there's that. The weather's starting to get warmer here to the point where I'm considering taking a layer off. But we'll see where it goes. Obviously, I don't want to use any lives if I don't have to. Can I go to a remodeling shop before I go into the missile base? Is that an option? The fact that I have 7 reflex of my own is interesting. That would eliminate some damage variance on a particular boss in the future, maybe. Got my own cures as well, 49 of them, but that's probably going to get junctions somewhere else. Just in case I need to use them. Right. The things I don't need. On Irvine, anyway. Oops. Everyone's going to keep the offensive spells. You can move around the map, but I'm not sure if you can go into a town. I'll find out. So it wouldn't hurt for you to have some magic as well, of course. Did Quetzalcoatl learn? No, I guess not. Oh, I wondered if Quetzalcoatl learned the Vitality Junction from that last boss fight. That boss only has 50% blind resistance. Who's that boss? The tank? Where does he get to cast that if we can't draw it? Anything we're casting we got from draw points. Or draw cast from the enemy. So the tank can be blinded. Which is pretty good news. Let me just check. Nope, still going. 10 away. Because then I could have given all 3 of them Vitality Junction. But with Irvine's jacked up HP, he might be the one who doesn't need it. So we're okay. You can have a GF with Vitality Junction, and so can Quistis. Hmm. She gets pretty decent strength at this point because of the buffs there. Wow, that doesn't change. She hasn't got any magic. Magic junction. Hmm. It's not the best idea to not give her magic junction, though. Just the way I spread it out doesn't really work. You know what? Let me go to a town. Unless they're all blocked off. Nope, there we go. You weren't here before. Thanks for the info. Oh. You can just move by. Okay, I thought they were roadblocking. I thought they were there to get in my way. And the reason I'm doing this is because I was almost sure Quistis had a new weapon. Yeah. Just not selfie. And I can't make that yet. Even though his stats are the same. Do I already have that? Huh? I must already have it. I don't remember getting a dragon fin, but I guess I do. I think I can make a steel pipe. Hold on. Could be wrong. No, I think I must have used the steel pipe that I had. I know I did have one. I must have used it. Oh well. That's fine. I knew Quistis had a weapon buff, and I thought there was no point not having it. Just in case Berserk strats come into play. We're fully healed? Yep. Now, what's awkward is that I've given Irvine Brothers for HP, Diablos for ability times 3, and Quetzalcoatl for magic. But in doing so, I've given him Magic Junction, Magic Junction. That's 2 of them. How many Magic Junctions do I have in total? Got 1. 2. 3. Not learned. I've got the 3, and it's Quetzalcoatl, Sirloin, and Diablos, so... The fact that I've given both Quetzalcoatl and Diablos to one person means, again, yes, one person can't have Magic Junction. I could swap brothers. No, I couldn't. I could take Diablos off of Irvine, I guess. Just wouldn't have the HP buff. Which maybe wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It would just be transferred over to someone else. In fact, I could give Diablos to No, that wouldn't work. He would have the HP buff because he's got brothers. Oh, I'm mixing things up. You know what? We'll have a save point before the boss fight and we'll experiment. Let's just get over there. You could get the Renoa card for Spirit 60% on all three... on 3 GFs? How do you get the Renoa card? I thought you didn't get the Renoa card until the White Seed ship. Don't you need to get the Girl Next Door magazine? Oh, you just play Caraway. Oh, it's that easy. Lose Ifrit to Caraway, then win it. And then he'll play it. Can you get Ifrit back? Oh, he'll play both Ifrit and Renoa. Oh, damn. That's a thing. I guess I could try. Let's save the game. Oh, you have to get Ifrit back in Fisherman's Horizon. So we're sacrificing Ifrit. Temporarily. You can't get Ifrit back straight away. Has he still got the save point outside his house? Yes. I think anything 60% isn't native. Selfie likes cards too. Well, I can't lose Ifrit if it doesn't randomly choose Ifrit. This random rule is kicking my ass. Yeah, random sucks. I know. I know. You have to tell me. I'm bad at this game. I'm bad at cards. I'm bad at the whole card shtick. At least he sucks at cards. I mean, I guess I could always do with more screws. I have plenty of them anyway. Probably should have made that card into something first. The fact that he's got the Renoa card, and he could be playing it to do, like, good plays right here, and he's just decided, nah. He's going to use these crap ones instead. Just because I know I can turn them into stuff straight away. Is I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah, rude. I don't think I'm going to stick this out for too long. Like, I almost feel like the whole card aspect of this challenge run shouldn't really be the massive focus, because it feels like there's a different challenge run idea that exists that could massively focus on the actual card game instead. I know you can change the rules, I just fail at it. I don't know how to do it, I've followed instructions and they just don't work. And the more I try to remove the rules, and the more I fail at it, the more of everyone's time I waste. and the more annoyed I become at it. In casual play, I actually like the random rule because it means you're not just overpowered and you can actually play the card game and be on somewhat of a level playing field at times. In that instance, I quite like it. When you're trying to do one specific thing, it kind of sucks. I'm not going to attempt this too many times. Didn't mean to talk to you about anything, I'm sorry. Well, here's Ifrit. Now I've got to lose. Here, have a siren. Feel free to take this. You might take Diablos. Then I will load the game and leave this place forever. You could have taken it. I was giving it to you. Oh, you're in the lead, so whatever. I literally can't put a card down without taking your card now. So the least damage I can do is this. This prick. I have no business with you anymore, sir. I feel like there's probably a different challenge run idea out there that takes full advantage of the cards in some way. And I will... I'll focus on the whole card thing then. I like playing the game. I don't like spamming the game over and over for one specific result. And having to manipulate the rules as to get the result I want as well. It bores me. What do you call brothers? Brunch. The fact that he wants the Ifrit card and he's not programmed to take it. Yeah, he sucks. I'm guessing he just programs to take what's objectively the best card. And if it's Ifrit, great. If it's not, he'll take something else. Let me get a drink. Back in a minute. You screwed up spreading random. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I literally don't play cards in this game. Even casually. Like, I never play Triple Triad. In every casual playthrough I ever do, back in the day, I learn card mod when I learn card mod. And then I turn all of the cards that you get from like the GFs and stuff. I turn all of them into items and then I move on. I think you're right, Moogle King. You make a fair point. It should be on a later GF for sure. Perhaps even an optional one. Right, let's go to the missile base. Did you guys know that if you enter the missile base not in the vehicle, Selfie says, I prefer someone more mature. Up yours. And then you leave automatically. card-focused run. You mean a normal FF8 run? The boss can be seen in the background in one of the screens in the missile base, partly covered up. I didn't know. You can gain 2 C ranks if you do everything right. I just abuse the, whatchamacallit, the test if I really want to raise the C rank. Right, I think I have move find, yes. So I'll find anything that's hidden as safe because I want to get the best results. I'll keep the save file that I had in dealing, just in case something goes disastrously wrong. There is a hidden full life, yes. And the other 2 are rich. Act casual, walk by quietly, try to sneak by. I think act casual is the way you go. I didn't. Isn't the full life down here? Or there could be a different one. Is this the blind? We could get 15 blinds. Or we could only get 8. Considering 8's nowhere near 15, I'm going to reset that. Act casual, you can avoid conflicts all the way up to the control room if you get it right. Makes your life easier, yes. And then we just run. Yeah, we might need to get blinds. You never know. Well, I'll say no, then I'll do it. 10's a bit better, but we can do better. I could save after that, you're right. That would save some time. Oh, was there a... I'm walking by a save point, aren't I? Like an idiot. Yeah, there's one right here. I had tunnel vision, I don't know why. I don't think it screws up the RNG, it's a little bit different now. Might rock for 13 blinds. 13's pretty good. Oh, here's another one. Hey, you never know when blind might be useful. I think I've got enough of them now. I'm going to commit to the 13 blinds. Now, I think this one is the full life one. No, we want 8 of those if we can get it. Blind's how you got dentist. Exactly. Makes perfect sense. Okay, that's 5 both times. Time to go in and out the room. I don't think blinding your dentist is the best idea. We've got to try for the 8 a bit, ain't we? We've got to at least give it a go. So is it consistent that if I walk in and out of the room I get 7? Seems so. Still 7. On the double walkout. Let's go for the triple. Interesting. Hello, Cross Saber. Oh yeah, we might. If we can get another full life, I'd rather have it. Hello, Spawn of Easter. You're on the Steam version. No, I'm on the PlayStation version. I go through that screen transition. Still 7? Trying everything now. The seed I'm on seems to be very 7 coded. But if I run straight there, that's when I was getting not 7, right? I'm just going to walk all the way out. And all the way back. Well, it changed. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes! A 5 denies was the answer, everybody. For some reason. I could probably change my setup right now. Has anyone got full life on anything? Who has all the full lives right now? You got 8. The 8 we just got. It'll be you then. Yes, hold on. Whatever. Gotta rearrange your shit, but whatever. You don't have any full lives. Who's got my full lives? I had more than this. Excuse me. Oh, I had life, not full life. Oh, ignore me. Excuse me, sorry. I did a dumb. What is it with the denying draws? It moves the RNG seed along to try and get higher numbers. Every time you say no, the number becomes a different number that you would get. For some reason, I thought there was a hidden draw point on the world map that gave me like 2 full lives before that one, so I thought I had 10, but I was wrong. Right. Can I do anything with that? No. HP or vitality, I suppose. It's got aero attack. It's just done that. It's interesting because I could put Thundergut on someone's elemental attack and then give them Berserk and let them have at it, and that might see me through the fight with only a single use of Berserk. It might not work, but would that be better than just throwing all my Thundergurs at the boss? 1 Berserk for however many Thundergurs? That's the experiment we'll be doing at some point, I guess. Yeah, Quistis does definitely have the highest strength, so she'll be the berserked one, for sure, if that plan comes through. But if I were to take the Thundergurs from... It's only 7. It could have been 8, I know, but... Let's just have a quick look. 7% Thundergut damage. I don't know. It might not be great, but... Then again, I got 10 waters, so let's see what the percent does. Because he's weak to that too, right? That's 10%. It's weird, because, like, water seems to be on the same level as a tier 3 elemental spell, percentage-wise. 1% per spell. So I'll be better off doing that, berserking her, and have her go at it. That might save me some spells. It might not be the only thing I do. I might have to use Thundergurs as well. But I'd rather use 1 berserk than a whole bunch of elemental magic. I guess. How many berserks do I have? 14. What are they junction to? Right. Unnecessary. Yeah, you could farm fish fins for water, couldn't you? Junctioning does not scale the difficulty of anything, no. I think just leveling up does. Status attack. But blind on that. Cool, but the percentage will be... It's got 50% resistance to blind, and then the percentage of that will be quite low as well, right? Oh wait, that's element, that's status. How can you have water as a... No, it's not. That's element, that's status. That's really misleading, isn't it? Because directly above my cursor it's got ST, which I thought was short for status. But then it says elemental attack down there with element symbols. And that says AEL, which suggests element, but it's actually for status attack. That seems misleading to me. Oh, it shows previous and next. No wonder it's misleading. Right. I understand now. That's regenerated already. God, Selphie is so small compared to these guys. I'm gonna save because I get this wrong. There's a force fight against Galbadia's soldiers as well, but I imagine they probably have magic that you can cast back. They usually do. As well, sometimes they do. We want a good Blizzer. Save point. Man. Don't you love it when that happens? Hey, Steve. I never really knew the best one to do, but I don't know if one's better than the other, so I just kind of always pick randomly, and it always seems to work out. Press whatever. I cut the power. No actual manual fighting required. Are they out cold in the room? Nope, they are just gone. We pulverized them so hard, any trace of them disappeared. Insane. They turned into coins. They did indeed. Like, Scott Pilgrim style. Okay. I didn't know if I was going to get access to this save point or not, because I know this save point disappears at some point. But it might be after the timer starts. I wonder if this sucks in ×3. Yeah, it's still faster. You can softlock the game. Oh, as in you can just get game over. Yeah, I've done that before. I thought you meant like you can get stuck inside the building for a second. If I'm about to do this bit. Oh, thank God it's ×3 as well on this. This bit was a slog. So I think you have to do the ratio, then the upload, right? Oh, that's so much faster. Oh, it's beautiful. Now, apparently, according to the speedrunners, you don't need to go max. That is enough. Just one fewer than the max, and it still works. So they save a little bit of time by just quitting out there instead of there. And by time, I mean frames. Hello, Aaron. All good, how are you? No need to be sorry. The worst thing about the error ratio is that it doesn't work, but it saves us that it's not set. Wait, but it saves us that it's not set. Yeah, that's true. Ah. As if there would even need to be an error ratio setting. I'm no expert. Yep, there it is. Balam right there. This is friggin'... This means war, I tells you. Nuke the larger area. Yes, true. Just to make sure you don't miss and completely rout the place. Now, I believe this is a battle. But I have menu opportunity. So you get 3 abilities as well, do you? I wonder who's got that. Probably Ifrit. So Irvine could be doing the vast majority of the drawing here for Drawcast. Well, everyone's going to be doing it, really. But he's probably going to do the most damage overall. But I think I'm good here because I'm pretty sure they all have magic that I can use back at them. I'm going to heal Quistis though, just in case. Apparently we have the ability to blind them without actually using our blind magic. You even get boss fight music for this one. It should have been Biggs and Wedge. Got Blizzard, Thunder, and even Slow and Reflect. We could use Reflect strats, everybody. Can I slow them? Deep under the sand, yeah, that's true. Only Irvine actually successfully cast Slay, but then no magic having Quistis pulled it off. I'm going to cast Reflect on Selphie. He's going to fail. Cast on Quistis. He's going to succeed. Now cast Thunder on Quistis. And then it should take his magic stat into account for the full damage instead of the variance, in theory. He seems to be doing... Oh, he can heal? What an arse. Oh no! That's the opposite of what I wanted. When does Reflect War wear off though? That's the question. They're too strong. Does one of them have Cure? Good question. No. No, they don't. Let's refresh the Reflect on somebody else. The only downside with Reflect is the target is random. I suppose. That guy died first, even though he healed himself. At one point. Clothesline. I don't know, the way I see it is I've got to hit them all with the same number of magic attacks to kill them all anyway. So the random targeting isn't that big a deal, I don't think. They're not doing enough damage to me to be threatening, I don't think. I swear the Reflect wore off faster than this before, but maybe I'm misremembering. I'm just nervous it's going to wear off as soon as I cast Thunder. On it. One time. There it is. Oh, Quistis wore off. So it lasts a while then. Like a while longer than I remembered. And something I do remember is that you can now leave the room and save the game before you move on. So they split up and start pushing buttons, right? And you try to leave, and you can't. So you do this. You finish doing whatever she's doing, which is just slowly moving her hands a good distance over a keyboard. And now you can leave. No, you can't. I was wrong. You go in here. No, you don't. You examine this. I know what I'm doing. Hold on. You do this. Now you can go in here. Wait, can I leave? Yes. You have to examine the consoles. Then you can leave and save the game. If I'd have gone in the other room, I'd have been stuck in there. I don't know why it's like that. It just is. Now we should probably look at actual strats. God. I like the idea of the Berserk strat, maybe. We could also obviously do with potentially Protect and Shell. Is it hard? Don't die. It's going to be a doozy. Yeah, you can draw magic from the soldiers, just not the actual tank, or nothing helpful anyway, I don't think. You need to deal 4,800 damage, more or less, depending on its level randomization. That's a lot of damage. I do wonder how much damage Quistis can deal with Berserk, because I feel like she could do a lot over the course of the whole fight with a single Berserk. So I think it's worth it. Oh yeah, blind, we need that. Right, so Selphie's job is to blind it. Well, get Berserk on Quistis, and well, blind it first, then get Berserk on Quistis. Check how much magic you get with the Blizzards. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. Who got them? Selphie, right? Yeah. Don't do much for her. A little bit of extra strength, though. Water on there, which apparently is weak to. I feel like you could have something better for vitality, though. There's probably a magic someone's got that they're not using that would be better for vitality for. Maybe. The Blizzard Gur? I don't think I really want to use that. Not at all. It's obviously like a defensive magic type deal, like as soon as better. Hold on. Alright, sure. Alright, cool. Move Thundaga from Quistis. Yeah. Yeah. Makes perfect sense. If you're gonna get berserked, then none of this is for you. If we end up needing it, we probably won't, but never know. Right. Definitely got that on. It's moved Blizzard over there. Because it's high percentage, but that's not the weakness. Thank you for the reminder. Okay. As far as setup goes, that might be... I forgot there are random encounters now. Don't know what it did, but it didn't attack. Yes, thank you for the reminder on that water there. I would have missed that. Yeah, I would say 38 strength at this point for Quistis is pretty good. And I don't think there's another ability for you. Oh, no, there is. I could replace it with... If it's going to be blinded, I might be better off with that, because that isn't his, like, mana cannon magic damage. But then again, with Selphie's low HP, she might not survive regardless. Worth a try, though. Meltdown is best for Vitality for some reason. Can we get a definitive explanation of what Meltdown does? So we only need to do 4,800 damage roughly. Okay. We can do that. Armor and mental break. So it affects defense and magic defense. Definitively decided. Now I believe if you select 20 minutes you can use the shortcut door to my right. But 30 and 40 doesn't let you use the shortcut door. But it takes way less than 10 minutes to use that route. So you'd get way more time. So I don't really see the benefit of picking 20 minutes personally. But is there a difference that I don't know? So it makes Vitality and Spirit both 0. It's just for a seed rank thing, is it? Which, as far as I'm aware, only affects my cash. Which, whatever. So I'll just pick the max, right? There's a penalty. What kind of penalty could there possibly be other than seed rank? Hello, Chaos of Life. I didn't say hi. Seed levels don't really matter since Gil is pretty useless anyway. You know what? Just for the benefit of getting to the fight quicker, I'll do 20, go through the door, and if we die, we'll rethink. I like how the timer disappears during this cutscene. Is it still going down? I don't know. The save point here disappears too. Makes sense, because you could save the game when you've got 1 second left, then you could softlock yourself. Can't speed up during this bit. No. Good point. If the cannon one-shots me, then no wiggle room required anyway. Okay. We didn't fail. We set the error ratio. It counts. It counts. Maybe. Somewhat. Ooh. Please blind. Damn it. I needed to get that blind off, really, didn't I? She's going to have to try again. What's the question mark draw point, sorry? I forgot it. Stop. I bet it doesn't work. Would Irvine be better off casting the... blind? Does the higher magic help the chance to land it? Is that a thing? Oh my god. Let's see how much damage a Thundaga does. And let's Berserk Quistis and see what happens. That deals 385. I'm just sort of testing stuff. I'll be more efficient with things. 178. Okay. Oh, Shell did not do a goddamn thing. Right. Neither did Protect. I really thought that Shell would actually reduce the damage from that. I thought that was the whole reason you could get Shell from it. Alright, Shell's useless then. There's no point wasting my time with it. Did Shell really not reduce that? I mean, it couldn't have because it did 900 and there's no way it would... I'm doing good damage with the Thundergust, to be fair. It protects against beam cannon in the second fight. It's weird that it would be different. Oh yeah, the Star Ocean 2 remake is fantastic. I don't really want Irvine to survive this. And that's that. Crazy thing is, if he had full HP, he tanks that. Yeah, double. So we could double Irvine, berserk Quistis as soon as possible. Dare I even say, get a haste on Quistis? Maybe if it's necessary. Who's got haste? Would it be necessary? Maybe I'll try without haste and we'll see what happens. Who's got double? Not you. You. Don't bother with Shadow Blind. It's just annoying because Blind would have been quite useful if it landed the first time. I would have avoided a few hits at the beginning, but with the amount of times it was failing, it might not be worth it. Yeah, it just means I'd get the damage in faster. Status attack Blind on Quistis, see if you get lucky. That would mean maneuvering things around, though. Who's got status attack on the GFs? They're all elemental. You. No, that's elemental again. Who's got a status attack? Sirloin. Which is on Selfie. Who's Quistis got? Harmbuckle and Ifrit. They might be interchangeable? Hey Jack. Hello, hybrid. I didn't say hi before. Yeah, we ain't leveling. No need to do any of that. Be a detriment, most likely. But hold on. Let me reset in my brain. Quistis has Carbuncle and Ifrit. She's getting all the strength buffs from Ifrit, so that'll stay there. Does Carbuncle have Magic Junction? No. And Selfie? You've got Magic Junction from... Not that. That. And that's it. So if I do move Elemental status attack to Quistis, Selfie loses her Magic Junction. We'll try without. We'll try. So I'm going to get double on... well, I'm going to get Berserk on Quistis quickly. And you know what? If I'm going to get one shot by that damn laser, maybe Protect isn't even worth it. Well, actually, Selphie may as well still Protect, since she might have the 3 turns after she's done double and Berserk. I think at that point she might be worth protecting. Protect Selphie, yeah, because if she gets shot twice, she's dead otherwise. Apparently blind does work, it's just got 50% resistance to it. Oh, did I just pick 10 minutes? That was dumb. See what happens. Hell yeah. It was an accident, but here we are. Damn, that hurts. Where are they? Oh, double, yeah. Oh, what? Okay. Oh, okay, you have to do that. Oh. Got rid of 2 there. Could have healed Irvine, couldn't I? Because he could tank the cannon should he need to. I don't think he's going to shoot again. Well, he might shoot with the machine gun between mana cannons, whatever they call it. Down to 2. Isn't that the end? No. Might use the Thunderers. Don't know. At this point, does it matter? He only uses beam cannon once the 4 modules are down. If Quistis doesn't die, I don't think there's any need to use up any more magic. play it safe. Still going. Oh. I think Quistis has got the rest of this, right? Yeah? I probably could have got away without using as many Thundergers, but... because Quistis would have gotten a good number of hits in before the cannon. Too bad I can't reflect. Wow. Crit! I'll just let Quistis handle this, methinks. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, we're allowing Berserk because we have a limited number of them anyway. That was your entire stock of Thundergers. Yeah, it was. You could run around at this bit. Right. I suppose everything Irvine had should go to Renoa. Quistis to Squall, I guess? There could be missiles on the way. Proceeds to leave. I'd leave. There's missiles on the way. I don't know if I need move fine, but you never know. Damn, 44 strength over here. $999 HP. I'm not entirely sure what the most optimal way to build the characters are at this point. Squall's magic is just going to suck for a bit, methinks. I could obviously move things around, and I think I can give 3 people magic. So maybe that's like the better way to do it. still learning things. I think there are only random encounters if you are siding with the headmaster? Question mark? But there are some optional fights you can do. One of them is even against a T-Rexor. I don't know if that one's optional, actually. Is that one optional? Don't remember. If you want to get into each area of the garden, you have to fight an enemy each time, right? I don't remember. You're on Rinoa. Zell for the strength, I guess? Yeah. That gives Zell magic. Right, here's where that might need to move. I should have learnt that. Oh well. I could take Dentist off you. Go to you. Yes. So at least you've got some more magic. For the force fights, maybe you could down 2 party members to avoid the experience points. There is that too. There is that too. That's okay, Steve. I already have a checklist of all the draw points, and I'm going to mark off the ones I just did in the missile base. There is a Demi. A Demi, a full life, and a bio. I can't get the bio until after you fight Norg. The Demi is hidden, and it's in the cafeteria. The full life is in the basement, and it's rich. Not the basement, the underground bit. It's the cafeteria one that we're going to want. I had to go away. Did you already beat Iron Cannon? Just now, yes. So I can't use that draw point. Everyone's going, no. Can you just like walk off without talking to him? Yeah. Want to play cards? Yeah. Just like the most inappropriate times to ask someone to play cards. You can get random encounters here. They've let loose the monsters on the friggin' training area. So if you say I guess for now, they'll let you go. They won't. I assume they attack you straight away if you say that you would sit. Damn. Ujin. Harsh. Gabadi missiles are heading this way, but first, do you want to play cards? Like, I just just got these new cards, and I feel like we've got time. Never realised they were just wearing yellow hats with their heads bowed. It just looks strange, doesn't it? On the old TVs. Wanna play cards? Wanna play cards? Wanna play cards? Cards? Anyone wanna play cards? 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 Right, so the cafeteria. For our cafeteria draw point. I thought they were robots. Now, what fight are you forced into in here? If you want to get through. I guess we should find out, really, shouldn't we? Okay, it's a bomb. That's going to have only fire. Isn't it? Well, balls. Let's see what my options are for this. Arrow would do a bit of damage, but surely I've got ice, right? Somewhere. You've got all the ice. Do you not just have any regular blizzards? Did I use all the blizzards on Ifrit? I bet I did. Typical. Well, that's annoying, because if I want to do full damage to it, I would be using up some spells that I actually have junctioned. That's doing something or other. And I want to save the waters, of course. Not that it's necessarily weak to water. Drain. Arrow. Does it self-destruct? Wouldn't I have to hit it a few times? Does the fire make it self-destruct when it absorbs it? Ain't no way, right? There's no way this makes it grow. Does it just grow automatically if I leave it? I don't think this is working. I don't think healing is going to make it grow. And I don't think it grows automatically, does it? Does Angelo not make it grow either? Well, thanks, Angelo. I mean, I guess it's a solution. This is the most unbomb bomb I've ever seen. I guess I should probably defeat 2 people. Sorry, Zell, you're the scapegoat. Low-level bombs don't explode, really? If Renoa's down, does Angelo come? I'd probably not. I figure if I want anyone to absorb the air experience points, it wouldn't be Squall, since he's with us all the time, and Renoa's probably not had any experience points in the whole game yet. I don't think. Oh, god damn it. Just hurry up and burn to death. Now we see what happens. Please survive, Renoa. Isn't it crazy how we can get 2 attacks in a row real quick and then suddenly ages between every turn? Angelo? 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 It's a flat 1 in 16 chance with damage against her. I see, I see. We can avoid the bomb, it's just that there is a draw point in the cafeteria. Would break work? Not a bad shout. I can't even ban Angelo, to be honest, because it's pure RNG. If it happens, it happens, and I don't want to get deep into a boss fight and have Angelo trigger and then just reset the whole thing. Did I get a break draw? I probably didn't, did I? I don't think we ever got a break draw. It's kind of a late magic, that, isn't it? Bio might work, but I also like the idea of having a good stack of bios to potentially berserk poison things down the line. Do I actually got to use up a Blizzara? What is it junction to? Is it attack? Now, a single berserk on Squall would solve the issue. At that point, I'd be swapping one berserk for a potential... How many demis? 8. How many berserks do I have left? Actually, how many berserks can you draw in the entire game? Oh, shit. Oh. 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 So, it turns out I already have every single berserk I'm ever going to get. Which is now 13. Did not realize that. Probably gonna have to be the Blizzari, yeah. Or that might become a problem, yes. That's the thing, this run is gonna be like relatively easy early on, but the later we get, we're gonna start running out of stuff. And Berserk strats are gonna be very limited, and I've only got 13. We've got to see how much damage a Blizzara can do if you cast it. You and your high magic stat of 30. It's not that the draw points disappear, it's the rules are I can only use each one. But some of them do go away forever. If you look at the rules in the description on YouTube, on the YouTube stream, that'll give you my rule set. Each draw point can only be used once ever. And there are 2 Berserk draw points in the entire game. And I've already used both. That means because I got Berserk from Galbadia Prison on floor 9. And I can't remember how many I drew, but whatever the number was, I was happy with it and moved on. But if it wasn't 15, I was kind of screwing myself because I didn't realize how limited Berserk was going to be. I must have got a good number from both. I definitely got max from the draw point on the world map because I wouldn't have accepted anything less than 2. Because it's 1 or 2. Okay, let's see how much damage Rinoa can do with a single Blizzerer. A one-shot would be fantastic, but I don't see it happening. I am essentially trading Blizzerers for Demis here. Okay, an easy one-shot. High magic stat. Did I have any blizzards? I should have knocked 2 people out first. I'll redo it. Do I have any blizzards? I think I used them all against Ifrit. Yeah, I think I did. I've not had any more since. Because if I look up how many blizzards there are in the game, in draw points, let's see. There are only 4 in the whole game. Training Center, got it. Above the Fire Cavern, got it. Obel Lake, got it. And there's one later in the game in Esthar. So I've only been able to get 3 Blizzard draw points in the game so far. Where are my Obel Lake Blizzards then? Because that's after Ifrit. I should have 1 or 2. Did I use those somewhere? And if I did, why and where? I know a Blizzard draw point in Esther's weird. I should have at least 1 or 2 Blizzards in theory. Where would I have used those? Make any sense? Dealing clone. Dealing clone. Sorry, what's the dealing clone? No, Geragera's weak to fire, so if I'd have used anything, it'd have been fire. But I don't think I even used any. Did I use it on Geragera? There's no way. Yeah, Geragera was all Berserk, you're right. And if I'd have used any magic to damage it, it would have been Cure, because it's a zombie. You can't... What if you draw, cast, attack Rinoa? Would that proc Angelo? I don't know. The lizards. Yeah, you might be right. I think it was the lizards. I think it was. Right, I think we're going to have to just settle for one Blizzerer for the sake of 8 demis. But I'm also going to make sure I've got 2 people knocked out first. Because I think Squall leveled up from that fight. Crank Renoa's HP and hope Angelo RNG plays along. Could do that too. Just to save one Blizzerer. No, I feel like that could take ages. It is a shame. If I'd saved one single Blizzard, I bet Rinoa probably could have one-shot with it. But there is a chance that she couldn't. And then that would have been pointless at that point, so... maybe this is good enough. Wrong person. Well, a Blizzard probably would have been enough now. Hello, cats and dogs. Have fun. Welcome. How you doing? Long time no speak. Sit all of them. What? Is that what he said? Hope RNG plays along. The whole run comes down to using one extra Blizzard. That'll be fantastic content. Imagine. Oh, you typoed it. Glad you're feeling better. What was wrong? Now, do we try Angelo strats? If I get weak, I'll fire a Blizzerer. What did I call the dog again? Second one. If I fall under a 100 HP, I've got to just do it. Yeah. Although I do wonder, with how much damage Angelo dealt, maybe I could have got away with, like, Thunder. Did I learn anything? Oh, still going. Right, so I've got to go back and use a save point before going for the draw. Yeah, I could have got away with the thunder, maybe. Wait, was I spirit 20% on Carbuncle? Oh, it's Vitality. Yeah, Magic Junction would be better. But because I've already started this one, I kind of didn't really want to leave it. For the time being, we're okay. Because we tend to have like one person doing the damage and the other people being like the support people, I guess. Yo, where's the closest save point? Have I got to leave? Well, I didn't mean to overwrite that, but I have, so the blizzard was gone forever. I don't know if that's the closest save point, but it might be the closest save point that doesn't involve a battle to get to. Uh-oh, why am I getting a phone call? Please don't be the school. Hello? Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, I will make my way. Thank you. Bye. Yep. Had a feeling. Oh, I need to end the stream. Sorry, guys. Great, so. To be honest, we're close to 3 hours, and my voice is starting to hurt. Because I've done 4 streams in a row now. 4 days in a row. And a couple of them were 5 hours long. So that's fine. I was thinking of ending it before Norg anyway. Because I knew that Norg was going to take a while. Thank you for watching. Join the Discord server, then you'll know the stream schedule for next week. Thank you for enjoying this one. Please like the stream if you like the stream, and follow on Twitch if you like to see more. I will see you all next week, and I hope you all look forward to the Astrobot video that I'm working on, which should be ready for some point next month. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Sorry, I could hear a noise, but it's... my neighbours are yelling for some reason.